I remember, and our listeners are much more savvy, I don't think they ever did make a statement. A lot of other bloggers and people, Monique would go on their shows and people would say to Monique, well, what have you done? You haven't been popular, in 10 years. And she'd be like, it doesn't matter. My career is X. I've done all these things. I'm Oscar nominated. She might even have won the Oscar. Anyway, and
did she? Like, she might have. And then look, she also credits that for like stalling her career or whatever, that she wouldn't politic. I mean, for Lee Daniels when she was in Precious, she's like, I'm nominated. I love someone who speaks out and doesn't care about that. Monique was like, I deserve to win on my performance. I mean, I'm not politicking. I'm not going to parties to win a fucking Oscar. I don't want to hang out with these fucking people. I feel the same. I mean, listen, I am not that arrogant that I am now comparing myself to Nene Leakes and Monique. I'm the same way. I say this all the time. You want to come on my podcast or you don't. I don't really want to come to your party. I don't really want to be friends with all these housewives. Again, the natural organic ones, great. I don't really want to sit around and kiss ass, and it's thirsty. And I really will say this. I don't care if you are rich, poor, tall, short, fat, thin. I don't care anything about you. I want you to be authentic. That is what I want. Right. I am so turned off by fucking thirst as a human being. I don't want it anymore in my life. I'm not living that life. And so I applaud all these people that are just like, I don't care how big you are or what you are. I have a problem with you. I love it.
I was just reading about Monique. Monique said Netflix offered her $500,000 in 2018 for a comedy special, but refused to negotiate after she felt the offer was low. In 2019, the Oscar-winning actress sued Netflix and accused the streamer of systemically underpaying Black women, pointing out multi-million-dollar deals the company reportedly gave to Chris Rock, Ellen DeGeneres, Dave Chappelle, and Ricky Gervais. I had a choice to make, Monique said in an Instagram post at the time. I could accept what I felt was my pay discrimination, or I could stand up for those who came before me and those who will come after me. And I chose to stand up. Now, Netflix did respond in a statement, quote, "We care deeply about inclusion, equity, and diversity and take any accusations of discrimination very seriously," Netflix said. "We believe our opening offer to Monique was fair, which is why we will be fighting this lawsuit." In June, it was revealed that the two sides had settled the suit, jointly asked a LA federal court to dismiss the case. Terms of the settlement were not disclosed, but Monique's lawyer told the Hollywood Reporter the issue was amicably resolved. And now she has a Netflix special coming out, but there's no release date.
Look, you go, Monique.
Go, Monique. Go, Nene.
Meanwhile.
Okay, moving on.
Are you up on your Beverly Hills? What are you thinking about what's going on in the past week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of RHO? I feel like we haven't spoken about RHOBH in a long time.
We haven't, and I have a bazillion thoughts. First of all, is it me, or I would be curious for people to message us, but I'm not impressed with the fashion this season. Maybe it was because they were in COVID. I just, I know Dorit had this horrific break-in. She seems very subdued. And, I'm sure that's probably on purpose. There's not a lot of labels. It seems like she recently showed up to see Kyle in these, I don't even know. I mean, kind of like dressed up sweatpants. It just I don't know. I really felt like they used to serve so many more looks. Of course, Erika. I mean, poor Erika. She comes to the wine tasting at Ruelas in this horrible painter's outfit in a Pepto-Bismol pink, and it's just like, she used to be, oh my God, fashion, dollar bills in the hair. The fashion is so bad. Sutton, I adore, but she is that old school Southern belle. I mean, she looks like she reeks of an old, closet or an attic that hasn't been like opened in your, it's just the bows and all this shit. It's like, girl,
I also personally
I'm not impressed with the fashion. I'm
not impressed. Like, I don't understand the houses. Like, Sutton has all this money. You could have bought any house. To me, that's not my style of a house. I see why she liked it, but then she tears it down. She fixes it up. It's not really, the best house. I mean, I know Andy Cohen has said the best house ever on any Bravo thing is the one that was just sold from Nicole Martin in Miami. I love like a Lisa Hochstein house. I love Alexia. Rumor is Alexia and her husband rent that thing just for the show, and they don't really own it. I like Villa Rosa. I like Lisa Vanderpump's, estate.
Kyle's is one of my favorite. I love Kyle's.
Kyle's, it's like, at first I didn't, it was too old school for me, but inside, like, I like what she did. So I'm liking it. Um, it's a good season of Beverly Hills. Is anything really happening? I mean, thank God we have 10 girls. I mean, everyone's sitting out for COVID. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's a great season. I feel like Sutton is so good. Sutton is just what they needed, because even Renna said it this past episode on RHOBH. Sutton gets under their skin, and it's so good because nobody had done, maybe LVP, but LVP for whatever reason didn't really want to, like, didn't have the courage to show. I don't want to use the word courage because I'm sure there was like a lot of other things, but she just like bowed out. But nobody has gotten under their skin like Sutton, and it's great. And Sutton's another one, like Jizzy Jizz, like our Giselle.
I love Jizzy Jizz.
Where they tell Sutton to their face, they're like, shut the fuck up, get the fuck out of here. And Sutton just sits there and she's just like, my. Like, it's just so good. Like, she's not deterred at all. And I think they are so rattled. They are so rattled. And it's just the perfect mix. It's the perfect mix.
I have to say, okay, I agree. I think that Sutton is such a good addition.
She's great.
I think she's such a good addition. I think that she is authentic, and I think she doesn't try to stir it up. I mean, she does, but it's organic. Like when she's asking about Erika, and same thing with Garcelle. I mean, both of them, she's just like, I just don't understand. Like, Sutton's not sitting home like a Rinna or a Kyle and saying like, how am I going to, what's going to happen today at filming? And how are we going to make a good show today? I really think Sutton just shows up. She's in her own world. And listen, I'm kind of the same way. If you tell me to fuck off to my face, I fucking love it. I love it.
Well, Sutton does too. And it's just, I don't know, Denise, like, I don't even miss Denise, and I really liked it. I enjoyed Denise, but I don't even miss like Denise. I just feel like Sutton came in, and it's like, we didn't know who Sutton was. We didn't know anything about Sutton. She's never been famous on a TV show. And she's just the perfect mix, because that wine tasting at Renna's, I mean, first of all, too, I love Renna because Renna saves her coins. Renna, I think, knows the part. She gets some designer items for the show, but she doesn't go over the top. And here we are, right? Kyle, is blowing in fake snow in December, and Dorito is doing all these over-the-top events. Renna, for her own wine tasting launching, brings out the leaf blower, blows up some leaves from her backyard, lines up a few wine glasses out on her table, brings the two people that she's co-partnered with, and that is fucking it, and is serving them pizzas. Harry's homemade pizzas, which I mean is lovely, but it's like, I love Renna. Renna is so smart. Renna's like, I'm not spending $35,000 for an event for
lunch.
Fuck that. This is